he was the one who said that just submitting a memorandum is not an enough option. So the event held here today is probably started by Mr. Seth, but the reason we are here today is because of our minister, sir. So it is entirely his effort and his idea to have a one-on-one discussion with like-minded people and take this ahead.
We're looking for a combination of things, a co-working space that existed but had to close for certain reasons. If that could come back up, helps a lot of people. In fact, 2 companies that are right now asking for a spot in the park actually graduated out of that co-working space that was working, right? So there's a need for co-working spaces, there is a need for a park also, and there is of course a different need if you want to bring companies like GCCs here, right? Their needs are different. I'm talking about what the needs of people already here are.
So coming to what Bedka is suggesting, to be honest, in the LEAP program we are considering it a cluster-based unit. Belagavi, Hubli and Dharwad as a cluster. Belagavi has a good manufacturing cluster also. It has great potential in micro-component manufacturing. Of course, the ecosystem is already in place here. Dharwad has its strength. But what Hubli, Belagavi and Dharwad together have is the talent pool. So we are trying to identify each and every cluster's strengths. So that is why, if you have noticed, in November, the IIIT Dharwad and the IIT Dharwad, we gave them projects on AI and quantum. 5 years back, or 10 years back, if I would come here and tell that now Hubli, Belagavi, Dharwad nalli quantum du now project ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದೀವಿ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಯಾರು ನಂಬ್ತಾ ಇರಲಿಲ್ಲ. But now the ecosystem is good. If we are able to do a quantum project in IIIT Dharwad and AI project in IIT Dharwad, I am sure that we can definitely do what Bedka wants us to do. And I would like to assure you on behalf of the department and my personal assurance that we will ensure that it gets done before March. Or by March. My only request, we have the Buddha commissioner also here. ನಮ್ಮ current IT park ಏನಿದೆ 20 ಕಿಲೋಮೀಟರ್ ದೂರ ಇದೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿ. And Bedka has a very valid point saying that the ecosystem needs to be elevated here. So similar to what we are creating in Mangaluru, similar to what we are creating in Kalburgi, we will also do it in Belagavi as well. So a small parcel of land, we will help you build infrastructure, a co-working space, an incubator and an accelerator. And probably if we are able, I think we should be able to get a buy-in even from the skill department. We will also set up a small skilling center for emerging technologies based on what is the requirement with respect to the educational, private and the government educational institutions that are here. So, when the co-working infrastructure kelta idra matte accelerator kelta idra sir, consider it done. All we need is our honorable MLA's blessings to find a piece of land. Because I have already identified in VTU there is some land. If that is okay, we will try to get from there. If it's too far, then probably आप ही कुछ डोनेट कर लो जी. If there is some land you have, आप ही का नाम रख देंगे. So be rest assured that we will interact a little more closely and we will ensure that it is done. There is no dearth of money. The LEAP program has 1,000 crores in it. No state has this kind of fund availability to push emerging technologies beyond their metros and cosmos.
So my name is Yash. I'm from second year. I'm studying computer science in KLS Gogte Institute of Technology. So I wanted to ask, right now we students are like planning to open our own startups and work on cutting edge technologies. I wanted to ask how this IT park will help student startups.
IT parks will not help students. It will help businesses. What will help you is our business incubator program. We have a program called the Business Incubation Program, the TBA incubators, where we identify colleges outside Bengaluru, not within Bengaluru, and we provide them up to 10 crores over 5 years to help students nurture their plans, their products, solutions, or services perhaps. So let's say you have taken up a project now in your second year, and if the project is good enough, we give you mentorship and everything. If the project is good enough, and if that product, that service, or that solution is actually solving a real life problem, and it has a business potential, we also help you with making that commercially viable. So the business incubator program or the new age incubation network that is run by the Department of ITBT will help you, not the IT park. But what would help you is an accelerator program when we put it up in the IT. Betka can come up with a solution, with probably a framework for students along with the Indus entrepreneurs and the department to see how we can help students come up with their own ideas, their own startups. So because it's not easy to run a startup. So I think that is what will help the students here.
Thank you, sir.
I am Professor Neeta Gangreddy, the principal of Bhartesh Degree College. My question to you is, so it's a very nice initiative of establishing an IT park. How does the government plan to integrate students from non-technical background, that is the local colleges in Belgavi, such as arts, commerce, science, into ITBT ecosystem, maybe through skill mapping or curriculum enrichment or industry exposure?
So we have something called the Nipuna program,
Okay.
which is India's biggest upskilling and reskilling program.
Okay.
Now technology is across sectors. It's not limited to BSc, MSc, BT
Yes.
or anything. Even people who are studying in your Bagalkot horticulture
Okay.
are reskilling themselves.
Yes.
So the Nipuna program is industry driven. So
Yes.
they are giving us a curriculum. They are telling us, look, we need people in financial sector, we need people in biotech, we need people in bioengineering, biogenetics, artificial intelligence, space tech, manufacturing, including dropouts, 10th pass, 12th pass, getting them into manufacturing, getting them into precision manufacturing through GTTs in Belgavi as well. ITI is in Belgavi as well. So the Nipuna program, I think, is well placed to address what you are looking for. Okay. So as a professor or as a head of the institute, I would strongly recommend that you look into what our skill department is doing, look into what the Nipuna program is, so that you can guide students to enroll for that.
Yes,
because nowhere in India, the course fees 50% is paid by the government, 50% is paid by the corporate using their corporate development fund or CSR.
Okay.
This is a 300 crore program run by the government of Karnataka on scale successfully. But what I would also request Seth Saab is probably in January or February, if you can have, like she rightly pointed out, a skill mapping thing with the institute. If you can call all the institutes, private, government, VTU, everybody, along with Betka, KEDEM, us and the skill department, we will be able to exactly plan out a blueprint for the Belgavi students on what they want to do.
I'm Dr. Pratigna Ajwan. I'm faculty from Bhartesh Institute of Technology. I'm also involved in a startup. So my question to you is, with this petition of getting a ecosystem for accelerator and the co-working space, it would be great if you could get initiatives like Elevate back to Belagavi as well, wherein it's difficult for us every time to travel to Bangalore to pitch in our ideas. So this space will help North Karnataka entrepreneurs to be on this platform of this startup ecosystem.
So to your point, Doctor, out of the 1,700 startups that registered with our Elevate program, for those of you who don't know, Elevate is India's most well-oiled, best program for startups. We give grants without taking a stake in the company, without taking any kind of stake in the company, up to 50 lakhs, no equity. No equity we take. And we have funded more than 1,800 companies from the government of Karnataka till date. No state government in the world has done as much as we have done for startups. And just this round of Elevate, we opened it up for 15 or 20 days. We had 1,700 startups register with this, out of which 450 startups, doctor, were from beyond Bengaluru. And 28% of them were women entrepreneurs like yourself. That is very heartening to know. And to know that 32% were into deep tech. Now, while I'd love to do Elevate across the state, but the 450 companies are so scattered across Karnataka, it becomes difficult for government to go everywhere. So we centralize everything in Bengaluru because if you have pitched in Elevate, you know, neither Mr. Sharad sits in it, neither Mr. Seth sits in it, nor do I sit in it. Professionals sit in it. Professionals sit and evaluate your business plan. Professionals sit and evaluate your pitch decks. Professionals sit and tell you what to do. So it's also difficult for them to go everywhere. But I am 100% sure that in the coming years, the ecosystem will be so good that all these investors, the VCs, will be coming to places like Belagavi, Mangaluru, Kalburgi, and other places. You'll be surprised. 2 Udupi startups got picked up by NTT recently, by the Japanese firm NTT for undisclosed amount in Udupi. They're into finance, one is into some other forensic auditing. So it's just a matter of time, but as of now, you can also pitch virtually. But we'll look into that as well. At least we'll be able to see, we are able to get it in the regional headquarters next year.
Thank you, sir.
I am Dr. M.S. Patil, Principal of KLS Gupta Institute of Technology. Mainly what is happening is a talent pool which are from CS background or ENC or other backgrounds. They have to move from Belgaum to Bangalore for all those things. If with these initiatives of having an IT park being at Bangalore, I think we will have the large of competency being developed at Belgavi. As well, not only to help in technological development at the places, as well as the economical development of the city as well. We will be more than happy to be part of this initiative, not only for giving the talent pool, also for the hardware and the software requirements or any initiative that is required by the government.
The idea of Government of Karnataka is to build a solid foundation first of skill sets, top it up with incubators, top it up with centers of excellence. That's where you come in. All of you sit together, map things out, and then we can, in January or February, whenever you call us, we'll be able to sit and discuss, and we'll chart out a proper blueprint for Belgavi. And that can act as a blueprint even for Dharwad and Hubli also.
A very good afternoon, sir. I am R.K. Aditya, a student of KLE RLS PCA. I have a question, sir. Basically, what we learn in college is often different what IT industries demand. So, can a government help to build a student tech group that will help us to directly talk to IT leaders, which will help us in getting hired immediately?
First of all, technology is fast evolving. Okay. So academic councils and policies of any government always play catch up.
Yes.
There is no state in the world who is tech ready with the curriculum, who is tech ready with or a policy ready with the curriculum. That is why we have set up a skill counseling for emerging technologies. So here we are debating what you are suggesting. What is it that the companies want?
Yes, sir.
As a skill sets for their students. We bridge that as a Nipuna program or any other program that is that it fits into, and we make you more employable. The government is completely committed to ensuring that we give you the right skill sets to for your employability.
Yes, sir. Thank you so much, sir.
I am Arbaz. I run a fintech company. To start with, to do Shubharam, can we start a tech summit in Belagavi? So that it will be a good platform to just have a brainstorm, or you can replicate it in all the 2-tier cities.
So we do have, I wouldn't say we have a tech summit, but we have one in Mangaluru, one in Mysuru, one in Hubli, one in Belagavi, one and Kalburgi we are starting from next year, where we have a prelude to the tech summit. But what we do in Hubli or Mangaluru can be replicated in Belgavi. I would request Betka to take this up. We will ensure that important people from the ecosystem come to Belgavi, speak to you about what to do. So we can have one. That is the easiest thing to do for me. So you just need to anchor it. Just fix up a date. Kids will help you. Kedem will help you. We'll do that. Not an issue at all.
Between these two, we have got the best team in any state in our country where IT and BT is concerned. They understand our problems, they understand what is needed, what infrastructure is needed, what the companies need, what the students need, what the job seeker needs, in spite of his very, very busy schedule today. That he said, I have made a promise that I will come here. I thank him for